going today?
All right, so you came here with what purpose in mind? Obviously, when DQ calls and those guys call and say, look, we think you belong here. But what was your mindset?
Well, I think first and foremost, I just thought it was a great opportunity. It's an awesome staff. We had a bunch of just great vet players that have been around. So when they came calling for me, I couldn't say no. Honestly, I wanted to try to stay west. I wanted to be closer to home. But with these guys and this opportunity, I couldn't pass it up.
Mm-hmm. And as a veteran, you're overseeing a guy who's played .1 point of football here in the National Football League. What are you seeing, and how can you help him?
Yeah, it's so interesting, right? Like, I feel like I've been through the gamut of everything. I've been a starter, I've been a backup, I've been hurt, I've been benched. And I think for me, like, I try to just bring all of those experiences into the room. I really believe that the quarterback position is one of the hardest in sports. And when you have a solid foundation in the quarterback room, it really doesn't matter who's pulling the trigger. I think it's going to be beneficial for everybody.
What do you think of Jayden so far now that you guys have been in here for a month or so?
Yeah, he looks good. I think he really moves well, throws the ball well. And, for a young guy that's coming in, seems to really, command the offense. And I think that's important. I think that's very important in the quarterback position to be able to, stand in front of these guys, especially older players, and kind of nail it and say, I got this. I got it figured out. So I think he's done a great job of that. And we just got to continue to help him grow and develop. And, I think at the end of the day, when we're all competing in that room, it makes every one of us better.
How important was it for you to work with Brian Johnson further?
He's awesome. I can't say enough good words and good things about him. He is also part of the reason why I came. I think from a football mind standpoint, he's one of the better ones that I've been around. And I just think the person itself, he's high integrity guy, and I just try to surround myself with that kind of people. As you get older in this league, you've been around, you're just trying to surround yourself with good people, and I really think that's what they're building here.
Now that you've been around Cliff for at least a few weeks, how would you describe the offense just in general? Like, how would you describe it?
Fun. I love it. I think, again, someone that's really incorporated what he loves to do, but also, he tries to put each and every single one of us in the best position possible. So that may look different, right? It may look different for Jayden. It may look different for me. It may look different for Jeff or Sam. And also kind of depends on who's in there when they're skill guys. So when you're able to do that and be very versatile, especially as a play caller, I think that's really cool. And I think for us as players, it's a lot of confidence boosting.
And Dan preached competition at every position, including quarterback. What's your sense of the competition with you and Jayden?
Well, I think competition makes everybody better, regardless of who is the starter day one. I checked my ego a long time ago, and I really believe that when you have a healthy quarterback room that's really just trying to compete and make each other better, you're going to eventually get everybody in that room to play at their best levels. So regardless of who's the starter week one, I'm going to do everything I can to be the best version of myself and also bring out the best out of my teammates.
How did you check your ego, and how is that different than you were in Philly or Atlanta?
It wasn't different then. I think this game humbles you. I was humbled very early on in my career in Tennessee, and I love ball. I love being around it. So regardless of what my situation entails, I put a smile on my face, and I love coming to work. And that's not going to be any different if I'm here or somewhere else. I don't change that mentality for anything.
Cliff obviously comes from an air raid tree, but he would say that it's reductive to call him air raid. What would you label the offense? How would you describe it?
See, I don't think you can put labels on it. I think that's what's the beautiful thing about it. And I wouldn't want to kind of limit what it looks like. For us, it's fun to play in. There's so many different aspects that you can get into, but to label it something, I think, does it a disservice.
You mentioned surrounding yourself with good people in this situation. It's all fairly new here. The name's new, the ownership's new, the coach. Do you think about that as a player, the chance to kind of start something and set something here?
Absolutely. I think that's part of, again, there's a lot of factors that really led to me coming here, but to be kind of a part of a new regime, a new owner, new staff, new players. I think it's a great opportunity to kind of set the trajectory for a franchise, and that opportunity itself was something that I was excited to be a part of.
I'm sure intrinsically you want to be that starting quarterback again. So how do you find that balance of competing but also being that mentor?
Well, I think it's competing with yourself. I learned a long time ago, when you try to compare yourself or you try to compete against somebody else, you're really just trying to be better than what's in front of you. And I think if you try to focus on being the best version of yourself every day and competing that way, you'll find that you're making better plays, you're making better decisions. So I look at it from that standpoint of just like, how can I get better myself? At the same time, just kind of bringing up the quarterback room as well.
What year number is this for you in the NFL?
This is 10.
So that fire.
Oh, it's still there.
How's this? Explain that.
Yeah.
How's it still there even at year 10?
Yeah, the passion's still there. To be honest with you, there's moments when it wasn't there. Whether it was situations that I had previously in my career, that kind of knock you down. But being around this staff, being around someone like Brian again, you find the love. And I've kind of had this roller coaster of emotions through my career of my love with the game and my love of football. And when you come to work and you got such a great energy and a great group of guys, it kind of just ignites that again. And like I said, I wouldn't pass this opportunity up for anything, and I've been really enjoying it.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.